Tell properly, how am I looking?
Good.
That's it? Wait, is this real? Real?
Yeah.
Is this something else only? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
In your relationship, who do you think loves the other person the most?
This one. Someone once told me that power in all relationships lies with whoever cares less. And he was right. But power isn't happiness. Happiness comes from caring more about people rather than less. Yes, andre yarappa? Sneha! Preeti! Prema!
Nisa gari sa, nisa maga, ya maga ma. Nisa gari sa, nisa maga, ya maga maga ma. Ni ba ma ni pa gari. Kama ni ba ma ni pa gari. Papa ni sa, pa ni sa, papa ni sa ri.
I feel like I want to hug him. So I asked him, like, won't you give me a hug? And then he actually hugged me. And that hug, like, I had an uncle in, like, so every time he hugged me, it felt like so warm, so affectionate. It was like a really nice hug. And when I hugged him, I got that. Like, it was nostalgic and it was very similar. And that's when I was like, okay, I want to hug this person every time. Like, always.
ಜೀವನೇ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ
ನಗು ಅಳದೇನಲ್ಲಿ
ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕಡ್ಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ.
I don't get many things right the first time. In fact, I am told that a lot. Now I know all the wrong turns, the stumbles and falls,
ತೀರ್ಸ್ಕೋ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗಾದ್ರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನೀವೇನ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗನ ಏ ತೇಜು ನೀನ್ ಅವಳೆ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
ಇದು ಮೈ ಹೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನೈಸ್.
ಗುದ್ಲಾ
I go down on my knees and will you marry me? And then you know what she asks me? She's like, are you sure? If
I don't say yes, I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm
if
like,
you
are you
wanna
sure?
run- If you wanna run right now. And I'm like, my knee is hurting. Can you please tell something so that I can put this ring on your finger? And everyone is waiting for her to tell yes. And then she's giggling, and then this is what she tells me. Sure, pakka na. That is what she asks me.
Yeah. And then,
And then she gives me her hand. In our wedding, right, it's someone forgetting the main stuff.
oh, yes.
So we forgot to bring the thali or the mangalsutra to the wedding. Okay. To be really frank, it wasn't we. It was specifically my mom. So how she forgets it? We have something called kankna. Okay, so this is a culture in us.
Ritual, yeah.
So we need to do this early morning after taking bath, and then we go for the actual wedding. Okay. So we go up. Her dad's on the phone.
Showing everyone.
Showing
Literally,
everyone.
What is, look at the time, look at the time, we're late, we're late.
We late. We need to go. We need to go. And then my dad is like, we need to do this. Like without doing this, we can't go. Please, we need to do this.
Why we're so worried is that because we have this 1 hour period. So we're getting married in the temple and
It was 7:30 to 8:30.
yeah, so the Purohit is calling us, look, if you don't come in between this time, the wedding won't happen. Because they close the door at this particular time and after that, we can't do the wedding. Like, he's calling my dad. And my dad is like, he's stressed. Like, he's like, oh, we need to go, we need to go. And like, everyone else is not realizing that, okay, we need to go. Because nobody is listening to what is happening. Everyone is just doing their own thing.
And everyone, her dad is like, you know, he's
Frantic,
tense,
yeah.
he's stressed, and then her mom's stressed, my mom's stressed, and my uncle is like screaming at the top of his voice. Everyone is stressed and everyone is screaming, shouting, fighting, and everything's happening. Okay, and then finally we get done with that, and then we go to the lift, and that lift was a mess. It takes forever to get there.
Everyone just starts
So
climbing.
everyone who's up there doing all the rituals and everything, we start climbing down the stairs.
It's like
six
six
floors.
floors. Yeah. Everyone is so stressed. My dad literally just drags me and puts me into the car. Like, you go to the temple. We are supposed to get gardens. Nobody has gardens. We have to carry fruits and stuff. Nobody has it. My dad is like, I don't care. I just want you to get married right now. So just get in the car and go. And then we just get in the car and
So yeah, we start driving. So she's in a different car and I'm in a different car. Okay. So in my car, the conversation starts. So my dad asks my mom, have you taken the mangalsutra? My mom, she knows that she doesn't have it, okay? But she doesn't want to be, like, she doesn't want to be there where, you know, people are screaming at her. So she tells, yes, I have it, okay? And then she takes a second for herself. She realizes that she doesn't have it, and then she's like, oh, it's with my sister, okay? And then my dad, oh my god, he's so furious. He's not screaming. Nobody is talking because that's the main thing. You don't have it, you don't get married. And that exact minute, her dad calls my dad.
Asking her,
He's
do
like,
you have it?
did you take the mangalsutra? My dad is like, give me a minute. Like, they're getting it. That is what he says.
And my dad loses it in the car. We need to be there like in seconds. We go inside, we don't have it. It doesn't make any sense. My dad loses his shit and he starts screaming in the car. And everyone is like, okay, we don't know what to do. We're just gonna sit silently.
And then my dad calls my mom's sister and she's like, yeah, I have it.
So casually.
Yeah, I have it. Are you guys not coming back for it? Yeah. And then my dad was like, please, someone get it. Like, get it and come here, please. And then my brother-in-law and my friend's dad, they get the mangalsutra and we go in and somehow we manage to get the mangalsutra inside on time. And inside, once everything is set, people start crying. Okay? She starts off. And then looking at her, her mom starts off. And then I console both of them. I'm like, chill, don't worry, nothing's wrong, everything's okay. And then I turn, my mom starts to cry. I'm like, why are you crying now? She's like, I would be the main reason for your wedding to be called off. I'm like, no, it's okay. We have it right now. Everything's chill, it's fine, it's okay. And my
at the
friend,
same time, everyone is crying. My cousins are crying because my mom shouted at them.
and in between all this chaos, my friend reaches out to me and he's like, everything's going good and why is everyone crying? I'm like, bro, give me a minute. I mean, I'm like talking to everyone, trying to make sure everyone stops crying, and this is not the point you come and ask me why they're crying. Because I myself don't know why they're crying. We had reached a point where, you know, they're just looking at each other and crying. Like, yeah, you know, they're crying, so okay, let me also get emotional and start crying. At a point, I felt guilty that I am not crying. I actually felt guilty that I'm not. I'm like, are people judging me that I'm not crying? Like, should I cry? Like, is that the right thing to do? Like, you know, let me just pour my heart out in front of everyone, so that, you know, I'm not the odd one out. And then everyone stops crying and everything's calm.
Yeah. And then there is the main moment.
And the main moment of me tying
Okay.
the mangalsutra.
Actually, it's expected that, you know, he does it in a calm piece. It's just a normal process. But he is freaking out. He's shivering. So this whole time when he was feeling guilty about not crying, I think that was coming out then, at the worst moment. So it is supposed to be like 3 knots. He ties the first knot and then he's shivering and he's like, I can't do it. He says, I can't do it. And I'm just like, I go blank. Like, is this guy giving up now? Or this whole, of all these times, this is the moment he plans on giving up. When everyone is freaking out, everyone is stressed and everyone is losing their mind, and this is the guy, this guy wants to like pull up his shit now. Okay, excuse my name. And then I'm like, okay, I look at him and I'm like, okay, he's gonna give up, and I'm like, okay, I start rubbing him. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
please. I'm like, please calm down, please chill, like relax, you can do it.
Please tie.
I didn't say please time. I didn't say please
She
time.
did.
I didn't. I was like, just calm down. Like, you can do it. You can do it. And he's shivering. He's looking at his mom, and even she's telling him to just tie it.
Okay, so I'll tell you my side of the story, what's happening. Okay, so this is how you hold the mangalsutra, right? With your 2 fingers. So what has happened? This is still in my hand, but this
Correct.
side of the mangalsutra is fallen here. Like, it's gone here, the thread. Alright. So I'm not able to get hold of it. So after the first knot, I'm not able to get it like that. Okay, and then I look at my mom and I tell her I'm not able to tie. So what I am looking there for is for my mom to help me find the thread, and then I'll tie it. Yes, I will. But
what he's telling is I can't tie, and everyone is freaking out that he's not able to tie.
I'm not able to tie. Okay, and then my mom is like, "Don't worry, tie." Yeah, she's like, "Don't you worry, just go for it, tie." And then it's her. She's rubbing my back and she's like, "Please calm down. Don't worry, nothing is gonna go wrong. Please tie. Go for it. Tie the knot." And then her sister, she's like blank. I tried reaching out for her as well, but then the look she gave me, at that point I'm like, even if I tell her anything, she's gonna come punch me in my face. So I give up on her, and my mom's like, "Don't worry, tie. Everyone is like, tie. Okay, I will. Help me find the thread. I will tie. Help me find the thread." And then I'm like, I figured that nobody's gonna come help me. I just left it there, and then I searched for the thread back of her neck, and I found it. Luckily I found it. I tied the second one, and then I lost it again.
But he wasn't going to ask for help this time.
This time I knew, because like after every knot I tell them I cannot tie. They'll be like, "What's wrong with you?" like just go tie. It's 3 knots. You're 2 knots down. Just a knot away. Go for it. And then the response I got the very first time when I asked for help was not great. It was hopeless, to be really frank. And she is not stopping rubbing. She's like, "Come on, you can do it. Don't worry, you can do it." And then I somehow managed to tie the third one. After the third knot, right, the relief I had in me, oh my god, I don't know what that was. It was beautiful. I'm serious. Like, she stopped rubbing. My mom, she stopped cheering me, and then everything stopped. And then the pressure on me from everyone around me, the pressure, it stopped. So yeah, I was there. I somehow did it. It's over. I'm done with it.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಲ್ಲಿ
Don't kiss him, no? Don't kiss him. Hold here and just stay there.
It's not going with the flow. I feel. Yeah, and if your pant tears or something,
No, it won't.
turn.
Okay.
Just see here.
Okay, you want to turn this way?
Yeah.
Not this way?
No.
Okay. Turn. The last time we practiced, right, I was very confident about us. Okay, I was like really confident about us, thinking that we will finish this song. This is our wedding, right? This dance is a part of it. It's a huge part of it, because that song means a lot to me. It kind of brings out the exact feeling that I have towards her. And I'm like, "Look, I just want the world to know that this is what you mean to me. And we are dancing for it. I don't care. It's our night. Let's just enjoy. Let's dance." And then she's like, "Okay." And I know for a fact she still didn't have any confidence when we walked out, but we walked out.
And we go on the stage and the song starts. The first part where we've been practicing for like a long time, it goes well. The song that is introduced 2 hours before the actual dance starts, both of us freak out. And
ನನ್ನ ಜೀವ ನನ್ನ ಭಾವ ನನ್ನ ಲೋಕ ನೀನೇ
And luckily we had the smoke and everything, and people didn't realize
That we forgot
that
in
we
the
forgot.
sense.
Okay, they're like, oh, so, and people are like whistling and things like that's happening. But what's happening here is that we don't know our steps. And then I'm trying to recollect the songs like going like that. And she's
And I'm
like,
just twirling around from that side to this side,
I'm
this
like,
side to this side.
girl, turn. They keep turning. And then I'm like,
I'm just turning.
I'm doing that, and then after a couple of seconds we caught up again.